The answer is yes, but it depends. So let's revisit what PON is. A basic PON, like a GPON, would have one or two channels at 1490 and 1550 sent downstream from the OLT, while the subscriber would be using a different wavelength to send requests upstream, requests for on-demand services, for example. And because of this, if there's only one channel operational at that particular time, you can use a regular broadband optical power meter. However, as I indicated, there can be multiple wavelengths, which is quite common in the new networks that are being built. These networks are called coexistence, which means there are 1 or 10G traffic, as well as potentially a third wavelength, which is 1550 for the RF video. That's 3 different channels coming in. So a regular power meter has the ability to measure light across a wide spectrum. However, it does not have the ability to separate and distinguish each channel independently. So for that purpose, there are 2 different types of power meters that have been developed specifically for PON application. The entry level of that would be referred to commonly as a PONT, or a terminated power meter. The purpose of this type of meter is to allow you to measure multiple signals simultaneously and to provide the individual signal levels for those channels. Now, some people want to do pass-through. What that means is, I want a power meter I can put in the middle of the network equipment. So depending on which side of the splitters I'm going to be testing at, on the OLT side or on the ONT side, you're going to have different signal levels. But I do want to measure what the signal level quality is when the network is active. So those meters allow you to connect in through temporary disruption of the service, inject your meter in, tap signal coming from downstream and upstream, and measure every wavelength that is on that fiber.